Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. 31 years on, and since Operation Blue Star, and what I want to come and talk to you about today is what does justice mean for Sikhs. We Sikhs have a rich history where we have taken military action against oppression, but always as a last resort. We favor the types of action that promote human rights and harmony between religions and states. We are the deliverers of justice. Our 10th Guru sacrificed his mother, father, and his 4 sons for human liberty, equality, and fraternity. 1984, as you have heard, was the fight against basic human rights as documented in the Anandpur Resolution. The orchestration of Operation Blue Star led to the genocide of Sikhs in their thousands. The Indian government has refused to contemplate the truth of what has happened despite the Nanavati report and documented evidence before them. There has been prosecutions of low-level police officers who have admitted widespread human rights violations. However, senior officers and politicians have not been held to account and roam freely in India. The architects and orchestrators of 1984 have gotten away with the mass murders of Sikhs, false encounters, disappearances of our fathers and brothers. When I was in India in 1994, I visited Tilak Vihar, known as the Widows' Colony in Delhi. This is where the women affected by the anti-Sikh riots in 1986 following the assassination of the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi live. The homes are of mud dwellings. I remember as a 20-year-old young woman sitting and listening to their stories. They had been abandoned silently, rebuilding their shattered lives. I remember the anguish I felt and the need to educate myself of the plight of Sikhs before and after 1984. Some years later, I watched the speech of Jaswant Singh Kalra, my role model. He was a human rights activist and a lawyer. He noticed, Sat Sri Akal. He noticed 2 of his colleagues had disappeared, which led him to investigate their disappearances. He discovered their dead bodies had been given to the local council by the police to cremate. The management of the Vijay Chowk cremation grounds kept records of the bodies delivered to them, so they could account for the wood used in lighting the funeral pyres. The records held at the cremation grounds identified those young Sikh men reported missing by their families in Amritsar district. Before his abduction, he had discovered the illegal cremation of 6,000 bodies in 3 towns of Amritsar. He estimated that the other 25 districts would have meant killings of over 25,000. Jaswant Singh Kalra filed a petition in the India Supreme Court concerning the fate of those who had disappeared. On the 6th of September 1995, Jaswant Singh Kalra was picked up by the police outside of his house, and sometime in the last week of October of 1995, he was shot dead. In 1996, the CBI ordered an inquiry and found evidence of police involvement and prosecuted 9 police officers for his murder. However, the senior officers were not charged and are still not charged. Yes, justice for Sikhs is about holding those to account that commit crimes. The international law and principles demand that states conduct effective investigations and hold perpetrators to account. But it's not just that for us. Justice that we seek is the underlying issues around social, religious, economic, and civil rights in Punjab, the recognition of Sikhs as a sovereign people. 30 years on, and Punjab water is depleting. Power cuts result of supply shortage. Farmers are crippled by loans and debts, and the suicide rates of farmers are increasing. What's very concerning is the plight of political prisoners, like Pullar on death row. Prisoners who have served their time, but they're not released. This is the justice we seek today. 31 years on, and these are the same injustices that led to 1984. People like Rajuana, Beyant Singh, convicted for taking justice into their own hands. Yet the orchestrators of mass murders walk free in India and are promoted to powerful positions. Sikhs have had peaceful demonstrations. We have defended our holy shrines, armed resistance. We have used the political and judicial process, and now hunger strikes like Bapu Surat Singh. Brothers and sisters, I want to share these words that echo in my mind of Jaswant Singh Kalra, and this is what he said. He said, there is a fable that when the sun was setting for the first time, light was decreasing, and the signs of darkness were appearing. Darkness set its foot on the earth, but it is said, far away in some hut, one little lamp lifted his head. It proclaimed, I challenge the darkness. If nothing else, then at least around myself, I will not let it settle. Around myself, I will establish light. And it is said, watching that one lamp in other huts, other lamps arose, and the world was amazed that these lamps stopped darkness from expanding so that people could see. And he said, I believe today, when darkness is trying to overwhelm truth with full strength, then if nothing else, self-respecting Punjab like a lamp is challenging this darkness. And I pray to the Guru, who identifies with truth, to keep this light lit. And today, here in London, the Guru has truly blessed us to keep that light for justice lit. So let us once again be the deliverers of that justice. Pula chuka di khima, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.